Good morning, everybody. The other day, I had taken and just cut the ropes down. I was going to let them fall. The tomato plants are supposed to be doing really good, but they never really produce much. Like 2 tomatoes out of 6 plants. Well, I cut some of them. I have a big rain barrel that I catch in. And look, we have roots. That is so awesome. I'm going to leave them in here. Oh, back up here. This one actually has a tomato on that. It's getting roots too, so I'm excited about that. Oh, come back here, tomato. These are a couple of them. I took off of those, and there was a cherry one, and I had to eat it. But anyhow, got an okra yesterday. All of it's just like, ugh. It's not happy. So what I think we've talked about doing is there's a place that we can go and get compost by the truckload. Our pickup truck anyhow. So we're going to do that and try to build up this soil, because we found out yesterday after talking to a plant person that actually lives in this area, and he delivers to our big box stores, and the insight that he gave us on our plants really has helped me in my mind frame. Some of the stuff that I had learned from other YouTubers that I follow, and I tell you, it's helped me. The saying of just plant it, and that's the attitude I have, is that just plant it. If it grows, it grows. If it don't, it don't. And a lot of people say, well, why would you want to put a lot of time and effort and all that stuff into something if it's not going to produce something? This is how you learn about what your dirt is and all, and how to make it right so you can have large crops, which, I'm excited about doing things like that. Like I've told y'all, I haven't been doing very well over the last few years. And at one time, I weighed 400 pounds. I've lost about 150, which helped a lot. But also being a diabetic, there is a time I almost lost one of my toes because of it. Yeah, I'm walking back up front. And, now it's like, this is my first year that I wasn't bedridden, couldn't go outside that much, pretty much was stay in bed, watch TV, put on 30 pounds. I had lost 180. I put 30 of it back on, and now I'm got about 10 more pounds to be back at that. I have a goal weight, and kind of like, we'll get there one day. But there's Butchie Boy, and my little happy dog. He loves people. And I'll be glad when we get our roof back on the back. It's work in progress. So then I won't just have a little trail that I have to walk through under the carport, because we do Dutch oven cooking, which I also video on that. I will have that. We cook August the 6th, and we're in 2022. So, and we cook at Indian Creek. So we'll be going out and doing all that in a couple weeks. This is a Thanksgiving cactus. I thought it was a Christmas cactus, but it's a Thanksgiving one. It will put out pink flowers. It was gifted to me by a customer of Merrill's, and I'm loving how big these spider plants I got, because this is the size right here that this was last year, because I got them from my oldest son and his wife. I got a couple of, they had a couple of them on here like this, and this is the result of the plants. They're doing very well. I'm very, very happy with them. So I'm thinking I'm just going to let them go. If they make roots down in this, in the rose garden, it'll be a good covering. So, looks like, I don't know if my Tiffany is trying to come back, or that's coming from the root system, which that means there'll be no flowers. I had to pull up my Double Delight because it just died. It was a graft off of one of my neighbor's plant, and it lived about 3 years. It produced flowers, but it never really did anything, you know, got big or anything. And I have Mr. Lincoln here, which he loves giving me flowers. Mr. Lincoln, a little history on this one, is he is very old to be a plant. A rose plant anyhow. I got him about 2 or 3 weeks prior to Katrina. And he has moved with us 1, 2, 3 times. And so I'm like going, this old man still keeps putting out his flowers or her flowers, and I enjoy it. But I see that the bottoms, you're starting to see the how old it's getting on the bottom. And then this will take off too. It'll be just in the garden. If it goes outside of it or whatever, it always, since that is a spearmint mint, because I have seeds for peppermint. That's what I want to do, so I have peppermint to go into my tea. And this one here is called Paradise. I just pulled a few bulbs off of it the other day. Rosemary, she's doing real good. She's going on 3 years old, so I'm happy with her. I keep trimming her back and all that good stuff for her. So I put her in a really big pot. I had them in smaller pots, but decided to go ahead. I had one that was dying. And I've noticed things about rosemary. They like to be on the south side of your house. I don't know. So I'm just walking around looking at all my plants. We got a really good rain yesterday, and so the garden and the yard plants, they got a good rain. And a day before, I had watered all my potted plants. This looks like it might be getting ready to have some seeds there. That'd be good. I love ferns. This one actually is a wild one that was in my backyard. I happened to kick it, and it was on a stick, so I planted it. So my palms and all are doing good. And my mother-in-law's tongue. This was a gift from a very dear friend. This thing just went wild. I mean, all of a sudden, it was draping. The aloe, I'm waiting for it maybe to bloom this year. This is in a cast iron pot that had cracked. And since I don't have a way of welling the cracks with the cast iron, because you can, but you gotta have special rods and all that. So, and Merle knows how to weld and all, and he said, you know, use it as a planter. So I've had several different plants in it, but this one is doing fantastic. I mean, it made it through the winter in that pot where it sits. So I left it alone. Since we really don't use our front door for decorations, that's what it does. I always kind of also I have Dominic's rocking chair that he loves when he comes to visit. He lives 4 hours away, so when I get my youngest grandson, I'm always tickled because I don't get to see him all the time. And he's going in kindergarten this year. I'm going to see how my Mandevilla's doing out here. I thought I had lost this one over the winter, because what I have my basil in now, I had this one, which is a white one, and I had a pink one and a red one, and I was looking for an orange to go into it. So, but it's come back, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to save it, and maybe next year I'll get some flowers off of it. But I just kind of keep it in a shade. Uh-oh. Oh, they knocked it over the other day when they was pulling out limbs from the tree that fell in the backyard. And I think it might have killed part of it, but we'll wait and see. I think Butchie and I are about to go to a walk to our park, where one of our friends had planted a cooking pear tree. So I'm going to go see if they're ripe enough to pick any. Here's somebody. Alright, come on, Butch. Come on. Stay right here. Come on with me. So if y'all enjoyed the video that I'm putting out today, like and subscribe to it, to my channel. I'm new at this. I'm learning. Helpful hints helps a lot, and I do appreciate when somebody does that. It takes the time to actually comment and give advice on something. Stay out of that. Not too far. We're almost there. So we had a friend's house was here, and on Halloween about 4, it might be on 5 years now, they were actually moving to another house, and still had stuff in the house. And they had a brand new mattress that they was bringing to the island. Didn't even have the plastic off of it. Somebody went in there and lit it on fire. Burnt the house to the ground. Okay, really nice people I enjoyed when they was around. A young couple with a little girl and a granddaughter. And they always was very nice to us, helped us out anytime we needed it. If there was something we couldn't do, they would come do it for us. Especially when Merrill had hurt his shoulder. Alright, y'all. We're finally to the pear tree. Butchies enjoy running around. Go ahead, run. Such a goofball. Butchie, go back there and run. Go ahead, leave the fruit alone. I'll bring him back here to the back part of the property. He's having fun. Leave it. Good boy. He's my little service dog. My sugar starts climbing on me real fast. He alerts me. And I pull out my meter and I check it because I do have the Dexcom 6. So, yeah, it's a little high. Probably time to go home and take a shot. Or take my morning medicine. I hadn't done that yet. I've been busy doing other things. So I might check on these pears, see how they're doing. I know they're cooking pears and they're always hard, but I have found some of them at times easy to twist off when they're ready. And these, I think it's the squirrels and the birds that got to them and they wasn't done, so they just pecked at them and left them. So, you see them working on the house over there, Butchie? Good morning, y'all. That one might be. Let's see how that one just comes up. There we go. That's got a little lightness to it. Yep. Pops off easy. Let's see. Yep. Barely touching it and it's coming off of my hand. I might be able to cook a couple of pears like for supper tonight. I think that'll be good. Alright, folks. We have a cute little neighborhood park. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to make y'all dizzy. I was dropping. Here's a little basketball area. Got a couple of swings. I don't know if y'all can see that, because I can't. Some little toys for the kids. I played on them with my grandsons about the last 7 years. I am going to go in and get my sourdough starter, which will be the first time I think I have an excess of doing it. We're going to see if I can make some bread with it this morning to go with spaghetti for supper. And then I'll do something with the pears. Right. What's nice is that this is a quiet neighborhood. It had a bad rep when we first moved here, and I got involved with our neighborhood watch. Ended up as the president over it, and now our little subdivision is one of the more popular ones to move into that is actually safe. This way. Butch, Hill, come here. Come on. Go get in the yard. Oh, y'all seen that trash there, huh? Wouldn't believe that my husband cleaned that off yesterday and put it right there. And from the rain and everything, since we're the lowest part of the neighborhood, everything flows in our yard. I've got trash cans. Since the trash can didn't have a address on it, it became mine. I put it out in the front yards. Whoever was missing a trash can, that I had it. Good morning. Huh? Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Okay.
You get your hose back over the fence?
Yes.
Good deal.
Marley yelled at me last night. He was already laying down his leg was bothering him. He is today. So I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, today's Thursday.
Huh?
I said today's Thursday. I didn't realize it. Merle was home yesterday, and it throws me off when he's home in the middle of the week,
Right.
since they didn't have a job.
But I don't know what day it is because I've been off all week. So, like, I seen last night the Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
And it was Wednesday. I said, okay, that's what I'm
Well, I seen the junk guy come by this morning, and that's what reminded me of it. Be careful. One of my very nice neighbors. When we go on vacation or whatever, they watch out for our house. And we do the same for them. My feet has got enough grass on it to go put it out in the yard and grow plants. Alright, good people. Y'all have a great day. I am going to go in here and get this bread going. And we'll let you know what's going on with them tomato plants.